So now we are going to discuss the model calculation for the jet pump. So before we could discuss the model calculation for the jet pump, we should know some observations which we have made during the experiments. So length of the collecting tank in which water is collected is 50 centimeter. Breadth of the collecting tank, it is 30 centimeter, and height of water collected is 10 centimeter. Static section head, let us assume it to be 42 centimeter. Specific weight of water, it is known, 9810 Newton per meter cube. And we have some other observations, some other assumptions. Efficiency of the motor which drives the pump can be assumed as 0.85, meaning 85% efficiency. Remaining 50% is getting lost in the motor. And for working of energy meter, it requires some power, and it is working at same 80% efficiency, 85%. So let us say 0.85, meaning we are including the losses in the motor and in energy meter. There are some losses in the motor which drives the jet pump, and there is some losses in the energy meter which is to calculate the energy input taken by the jet pump. And there is energy meter constant which will vary with respect to pump. For the jet pump, it is 1200 revolution per kilowatt hour. So this can be read directly from the energy meter itself. In the energy meter, it will be given. So we can read this energy meter constant value directly from the energy meter itself. So now going back to the calculation. So before going for the calculation, let me give the first reading. Let us say that it is 0.6, the first reading, and time taken is 11.44, and time taken for the revolution of the disc is 33.5. So let us calculate for this reading. So how to fill the other column can be easily done. So now efficiency, we are going to find the efficiency of the pump. So we can see in the formula, first formula is efficiency, then we are calculating the input, then we are calculating the output. So these values can be filled in the table to complete the table. So first we shall take the efficiency formula, which is equal to output by input. So output formula, output is equal to WW into Q into H. So this WW is specific weight of water which we have wrote in the observation. Q is here, we can calculate. H is this total head. So once we calculate these columns, we can multiply to get the output power. Now input power equal to 3600 into 1000 into n small n into eta 1 into eta 2 divided by C into T1. So with this we can calculate the input power. Now let us first calculate this one, WW, which is known to us. So specific weight of water is equal to 9810 Newton per meter cube, which is known to us. So this parameter is over. Now to calculate discharge, it is volume, that is length into breadth into height divided by time. So this time is nothing but T, this first column, because it is related to H centimeter water rise, which is related to the collecting tank. We are having two time here, one is this one is this one. This is to calculate discharge, this is to calculate the input power. You should not get confused. So length is given in the observation as 50 centimeter, so 0.5. Breadth is given as 30 centimeter, so it is 0.3, and H is given as 10 centimeter, so this is 0.1, divided by time taken is 11.44. So we will get Q as meter cube per second. So this is this second parameter is also over. So we can fill this column Q by knowing the time taken for the H centimeter rise of water in the collecting tank. So this column is over. Now First parameter is known, second parameter is known. Now we have calculated. Now we are going to calculate H. So H is equal to Hs static plus H delivery. So H static is given in the observation as 42 centimeter. So we can write this as 0.42 meter. Now to calculate HD, we have the formula pressure gauge reading in terms of kg per centimeter square that we have noted into G into 10 power 4 divided by specific weight of water. So specific weight of water we already know as 9810, or we can write it as 9.81 into 1000. So pressure gauge reading in kg per centimeter square, this is what we have taken, pressure gauge reading in kg per centimeter square. Now we have taken it as 0.6. Let us take that reading. Pressure gauge reading in kg per centimeter square is 0.6 into G is 9.81 into 10 power 4 divided by WW is 9.81 into 1000. I am splitting 9810 as 9.81 into 1000. So this gets cancelled. This 1000 and power 4 gets cancelled. So 0.6 into 10. So HD is equal to 6 meter of water. So we have calculated HS and HD. So once we get HS and HD, we can calculate H. So once we know H, we can calculate the output power, which is the numerator of the efficiency. Now it is enough, we can calculate input. So HS, this column, this total column head can be filled here by knowing HS and HD. Okay, and this is multiplying by 10. We have got this into 10. So whatever reading we get here, multiply that by 10, we will get this column. And to calculate this column, we have HS plus HD. HS is constant. That constant value plus this column value will get total head. So this column is time taken. We will be noting down from the experiment. This is discharge column. We have calculated here. This is the reading column we will be taking from the experiment. Now output, we have calculated WW into Q into H. So corresponding Q, corresponding H, if you multiply, you will get output power, and this column is also filled. Only column left is input power, for which we have the formula here. So this is equal to 3600 into 1000 into this small n. Small n is nothing but number of revolutions. So for jet pump, small n is equal to 10. So 10 revolutions into 0.85 into 0.85 divided by C is 1200 for jet pump, and T1 is this time 33.35. So we will get input as some value in terms of watt. So we have got the input power also. So output power is equal to WW into Q into H. WW is 9810 into Q value into H value, we will get in terms of watt. Efficiency equal to output by input, we will get in terms of percentage. So that is the end of the jet pump calculation.